the ultimate turkey sandwich. So I'll start by roasting some of this turkey breast. I'm gonna preheat my oven to 350. Now, I like to keep the turkey and the flavors I put on them fairly simple, because I want it to just be about that supple, fresh roasted turkey meats. So some salt on both sides, some cracked pepper, and just a sprinkle of dried thyme. Just a little herby underhint. And then I'll turn it on its second side. And you can see Justin gave me turkey breast with the bone still in. Roasting the turkey on the bone will keep it extra juicy as it cooks. More salt, pepper, and more dried thyme. I'll turn them skin side up and pop them in my oven. Now these weigh about 2 pounds each. I'm gonna count about 20 to 25 minutes per pound of turkey. Okay, now what are we gonna pile on top of that turkey? Because I wanna really have a 10-car pileup in this sandwich. A little bacon, a nice head of crispy lettuce, and a little creamy dressing. I've found the best way to cook bacon crispy is to start with a cold pan on a low heat, make a single layer of the bacon strips, and a little trick I picked up in France, add a little bit of water to the pan. This helps draw out more of the fat during cooking, and then you're pan frying the bacon strips in more of its own fat, so they actually get crispier. So I have some crispy iceberg lettuce, an American classic. Bland, yes. Amazing texture, cool, crispy, fantastic, also yes. And that's why I love to put it in my sandwiches. I take a whole head. I like to leave it in big pieces because it really soaks up the dressing nicely. And I'll just gather those in a bowl, and I'll pop this back in the fridge so they're nice and icy cold. Now, what about the dressing that's gonna go on this iceberg? If I'm not gonna go with my trusty standby mayonnaise, what am I gonna make that's gonna stand up and substitute? Well, I have a great understudy. A 1/4 cup of cream, a 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar, tablespoon of poppy seeds. Give it a whisk. Look at that. Now, before I put this dressing away, let's have a peek at what's going on with this bacon. Wow. Now, as this bacon flips on its second side and gets even crispier, I'm just gonna steal a spoonful of that bacon grease and pop it right into my dressing. And I'll just put this dressing into the refrigerator now. I love the smell of bacon. It's intoxicating. I want to stuff this into a sandwich and eat it by itself. But since we've made all these other things and arranged for this whole meal, it's time to really get everything together so this sandwich can be all that I imagine it to be. I'll just cut the bread. And as far as I'm concerned, I think it always needs to be toasted. I like my sandwiches with toasted bread. That extra brown flavor always adds a lot. So now I think that my turkey is ready. So as I put this bread in to toast, I'll pull out my turkey breast. As you walk, you can smell that dried thyme and the way it's coated that turkey. So once it comes out of the oven, I want to get this turkey breast right off this hot rack and put it on something cool to let it rest. So I'll let that cool to the side. So we have our iceberg lettuce chilling in the refrigerator. We have our bacon strips. How about that little fresh element that's just gonna be that little layer right in the sandwich that just adds a bit of tartness, maybe a little fruitiness. For me, that's a Granny Smith apple. Break them apart. A little bit of lemon juice just to keep them alive. Keep a little zip in their step until we're ready to put this sandwich together. Now for this particular sandwich, I've toasted the bread pretty dark. That's because I've got a lot of juicy stuff going on here and I want to keep that bread nice and crispy. First step is the turkey. I'm just gonna cut a few slices. Can you believe how juicy this turkey is? This is what really makes cooking fresh turkey meat at home worth it. Juicy, roasted, homemade, easy, tasty. wanna just kind of just layer this on. I wanna go next on top of the turkey with those crispy pieces of iceberg lettuce. And here's where you gotta start pressing. Some of that dressing, and I make sure that I get it soaking into the crevices of this iceberg. Then a few strips of that bacon and a few slices of apple. Listen to this sound, seriously. Oh, yeah. And then cut through all that layer. Wow. The roasted turkey is so juicy. It's so moist, it's warm. The bacon comes through, and I just got my first hint of those poppy seeds with the white wine vinegar and the cream. Just kind of ties it all together.